Welcome back. Let's talk about Spandana Sphoorty now on Corporate Radar. It's the next corporate that we're looking at. Shalabh Saxena, the MD and CEO at Spandana Sphoorty Financial, joins us now to discuss an outlook on their business and any future stake sale plans that the company would have. Shalabh, thanks a lot for joining in. I want to start by asking you about how demand trends are shaping up at the moment. What is the kind of disbursement growth that you're looking at, over the next couple of quarters, and what do you think you could end the year with?
Thank you. Good morning to you and all your viewers. Starting with the demand is fairly stable. I mean, the demand has been stable for the past 4 to 5 quarters, and we are the beneficiaries of that stable demand. Number one. Number two, the quality of customers that are approaching us or we are acquiring is also a good delta over the past. So to that extent, from a quality portfolio point of view, is also something that is heartening. That's number two. Number three is to your question as to where are we going to end the year. Beginning of the year, we had guided that we should end the year at around 12,000 crores of AUM. We started the year at about 8,000 odd, so 8,400, 8,500. We are sticking to that, and I think we are on course to kind of get that number.
Okay, so 8,500 crores is how you started the year. 12,000 is where you lend. So you're saying you're looking at a 40% growth in the AUM by the end of FY24?
Rough and ready, yes. It's a small base, so 40% is probably, has to be looked at in context.
And what does this mean? If you're looking at a 40% growth, what does this mean in terms of asset quality? Can you give us an outlook on that as well?
Yes. So if I turn the clock back to when we made this, we had guided a 2% credit loss in the financials that we had paid. The last, if I just reel out the numbers of the last 2 quarters, March of FY23, we ended at 2.07. Quarter 1 was at 1.63. So it was lower than that. So, I think you would be fine on that.
Shalabh, hi, good morning. Could you we'll get back to some of the financials and how the business itself is running, but just if you can update what is the latest in terms of how much stake does Ms. Padmaja Reddy now own in the company?
She has 13% and some bips above, just about 13.1, 13.2, rough and ready.
13.4%.
Yeah, rough.
13.1. Okay. So this is her along with the husband, the total stake.
That's correct.
So from 17%, I think same time last year, it's down to about 13, a little over 13% now, right?
Yes.
And do you have any communication? I mean, should we expect more in terms of share sale?
So, look, that is something for her to answer. You asked me a statistical question. I've given you a statistical answer. Obviously, this is a shareholder matter. It doesn't really, we are completely focused on what we to deliver. This shareholders, it's their call.
Okay. All right. Just since we're talking about, the shareholding, Shalabh, I wanted to ask you about Kedara Capital. There were some reports that indicated that maybe they are looking to sell their stake and maybe one of those banking names could emerge as the buyer. You want to clarify on that?
Look, so I have been on this show and I've kind of given the same answer to the same question. When the new management joined, which was in 22 of March, we presented to the board a Vision 25 document where we said that we are going to take the company to a 17,000 crore number in 3 years from 22 to 25. The board agreed to that, and the board is completely behind us when it comes to the delivery. Number one. Number two, everybody believes that there is an opportunity in the market, and hence it is a good time to really capitalize. So while I do not know about there were media reports, but as far as we are concerned, and even the board for that matter is concerned, it was completely endorsed the plan at that point in time. We continue to chug along.
Okay, all right. So as of now, no communication whatsoever, but that's something, that the stock market will be looking forward to, but no comment as of now. Well, tell us about your cost of borrowing. That would have gone up, right? Could you tell us by how much? And what would that mean in terms of NIMs from here on?
So cost of borrowing for the last quarter was about 12.3%. As far as we are concerned, and I'm sticking my neck out and saying that as far as we are concerned as an institution, I think we've maxed out as far as the borrowing rate is concerned or borrowing cost is concerned. There were quite a few public sector institutions that were not really a part of our family or a part of our the entire lending pie, which has started coming in. So this quarter and the next quarter should see a few PSUs walking in, which should push the cost of borrowing south. So that's the cost of borrowing answer. On the NIMS, we were, in the range of about 13.8 to 14%. Last quarter, we were at 14%. I think, we are comfortable in that range. So any range between 13.75 to 14 is a good number for us to kind of move on. Obviously, the repo rate plays a part in this whole thing, but as of now, that is holding up, and we are holding up as far as this whole 14% is concerned. Assuming sorry.
Sure. Sorry. So on cost of borrowing, it's interesting. You're saying that you've peaked out and it was 12.3%. So you're expecting it to go south in the remaining quarters. Any target that you're looking at in terms of cost of borrowing by the end of the year? From 12.3, how much could it come down to?
So these things really, broadly, directionally, NIMS is what, ultimately it leads to. And in our guess, a range of 13.75 to 14 is what we would be comfortable with. Anything more, we would look at passing it to the customers. And, let's see how the macroeconomic situation plays out.
Okay. Any co-lending model with banks that you're looking at over the next, say, 1 year or so?
So at this point in time, we are looking at building our own book, plus some bit of direct assignments, PTCs, etc. Co-lending opportunities, we've been approached by various institutions. For now, we are just kind of given it a pause. At a point in time, we will pick it up. But at this stage, we're just kind of holding it. We're just building our book.
All right, Shalabh, last year the AUM, as you said, was around 8,500 crores. You're seeing that number move to 12,000 crores and then moving to around 17,000 crores. How do you expect this to happen? Give us some kind of a trajectory. Ticket size will change. Is that a driver? Will there be some geographic diversification that you're looking at? A couple of details in terms of the path towards that 17,000 crores.
Sure. So, and it's a very important question. So fundamentally, and, I've been making this statement often again, fundamentally, we believe that the growth in our institution will come from customer acquisition and not ticket size, number one.
Okay.
In fact, over the next few quarters, you will see our average indebtedness at a customer level going down. That's number two. Number three is, as far as the geographical expansion is concerned, when we presented that plan, we had identified 7 states where our market share was very minuscule. Those are the 7 states broadly and mostly up in the north, with an addition of Tamil Nadu in the south. So those were the 7 states, which we had kind of identified. Most of the growth will come from these states because they are new markets for us. New market as in contextual, not completely brand new, but we kind of wanting to scale it from the current 0.3, 0.4 market share to maybe a 2.5%. So for Spandana Sphoorty, the growth will come from these 7 states. And at an enterprise level, we will continue to focus on customer acquisition. Just to give you a sense of numbers, last year we acquired about 8.8 lakh customers. This year, I think we should end at about 1.1, 1.2 million customers. So that's we completely, from a philosophy point of view, we believe in more customers, lower ticket sizes.
Okay, got it. So yeah, those 7 states, right? I mean, I think you did say last time also 26% of the new borrowers were from these 7 states. So just one thing, Shalabh, just before we let you go, is there a change in the guidance? Because what I have written down is that in August, you'd said, late July, you'd said that the microfinance AUM should be about 15,000 crores. Is there a change here?
No, so the way it is stacked up is microfinance will be a 15,000 crores. Plus, we've launched 2 new businesses, loan against property and nano MSME loans. That will contribute 1,000 each. So that is the composition of the 17,000.
Okay, got that. Just wanted to clarify. Thank you very much for joining us, Shalabh. Appreciate you joining in and clarifying on all of those things. Thanks indeed. So that is, Spandana Sphoorty with some perspective. The market.